Hi, everybody. Sam here. Hope you're having a great day wherever you're at in the world. Today, I am so excited to have Cheryl here for a fun micro interview. If you have been around Safe Heart Connections for a while, we are so glad you came back. If you are new here, we're an online community group for women who are working on learning to love ourselves more fully. And by default, we will have the life that we were meant to have. And Cheryl and I were having a fun conversation, and I realized I forgot to hit record. So we're doing a take two because that's how things go sometimes. And so, Cheryl, I'm so glad you're here. Introduce yourself a little bit, and then let's just have a little bit of conversation. Share your tip, thought, or piece of advice, and we'll chat some more about it.
Okay, my name is Cheryl Meyer. I am known as the Health Muse, and I'm a muse because I want to inspire healthy habits. So, the tip I want to share is about food. Good food equals good mood. That's the easiest way to remember it. I'm known as the Rainbow Queen because I want you to eat all the colors of whole foods that are organic from a farm as close to you as possible, because each color gives your body different gifts. And when they get together, they party and they make you feel fantastic. We're having a depression issue in this country, and good food equals good mood, because when you eat the way I recommend, you get happy. It turns on all your happy hormones, where that standard American diet stuff that you buy in boxes at the grocery store snuffs out all of your feel-good hormones. And that's the reason 47% of our teenagers want to do suicide. And so many of our adults are struggling with depression. I swear it's because of the way they're eating. So start with food. That will lift your mood. There are other things you can do to cultivate happiness. Practice gratitude every day, because that pulls in more of what you're telling the universe you really appreciate. Practice kindness, practice compassion. And I start every day looking in the mirror. My feet hit the ground and I'm happy, but I go in the bathroom and I look in the mirror and I tell myself out loud, Cheryl, have I told you today yet that I love you? Because I want to hear it, because it's so important that you love yourself. That will set the stage for your entire day. And so I'm actually now writing a course on self-love, because I consider it to be the foundation for all your hopes and dreams. Whether it's adopting healthy habits, you'll get out of your way and it's not a bother anymore. If it's to find success in business, you'll go over that mountain because you believe in yourself. If it's to find the significant other you've been looking for, it has to start with self-love, because you need to show them how to love you. So happiness is something that you can control with all your lifestyle habits. And that's my takeaway thought today.
And that is so good. And there's so many things that I could talk about. There's what I want to respond with first, though, is how you talk about the self-love being the base of everything good. And that's the same thing I teach. And so we, as humans, we say we want something, but then if we don't implement what we've learned, then it's not good, right? We were talking about that a little bit before. And if somebody wants to have a better relationship with themselves or others, or they want to have improved business, or they want to have improved health, what I teach is that it all starts with self-love. Because if you don't have that base of loving yourself first, you may do something for a short period of time, but you're not going to do it long term. And so the idea of having that base is so critical. The other thing you mentioned was about saying that you love yourself in the mirror. That's one of the things I teach the women in the community, especially when they're new on this journey, because we're not used to accepting compliments or nice things about ourselves, much less saying them to ourselves. And so I will say, if you can't say, I love Sam or I love Cheryl, then I would say, I'm doing my best today. One of the things that you did mention before when I forgot to hit record, you were also talking about how you then ask yourself the next question. Can you talk about that a little bit? Because I really think it's
I
really
think
important.
self-love is an action verb. So the second thing, I actually asked myself two questions, but the second thing I asked myself is, what do I need? And the third thing I asked myself is, how do I feel? And when I ask those questions, I get quiet and listen. because I had fibromyalgia and a tremendous amount of pain, and it's gone because I've changed all my lifestyle habits and healed from the inside out, but I'm not going back. And my body is incredibly smart. So all I have to do is ask the question, get quiet, and listen to it. And it has a whole lot to say when I do that. I was kind of surprised at how smart it was. So make sure you tell yourself you love you, you hear it, then you ask yourself, what do you need? And then you ask yourself, how do you feel? But plan to put something into action that follows what your body says, because just saying it isn't going to do you any good. You got to show it to yourself just like you would show it to a significant other or somebody else that you love in your life.
Yeah, that's so true. Well, I'm so glad that we are in each other's world. Before we actually started the micro interview talk, we were talking about how you and your partner are going to be hosting
Retreats.
So tell me just a little bit about that.
We bought a home just 15 minutes south of Sedona, which is one of the most spectacular places I've been on earth. It overlooks wide open U.S. forestry property. I have 7 different feeding areas here, so you can form community or you can go off by yourself and read a book when you're here. But the retreats are all going to be based on self-love, because I teach lots of healthy habits and people take my classes faithfully. But if they don't implement, then they need to get out of their own way and we need to discover why. So my retreats are going to be all about self-love, whether it's self-love to find your significant other, self-love to get success in life, or self-love to get past grief and get out of the waiting room. Whatever's holding you back, I want to have conversation with it, and I want you to form community with other people and teach you how I have learned to love myself, which has been the basis of me putting all these healthy habits into place.
Yeah, it's so good. Well, I feel like we could sit and talk for hours and come up with all kinds of ideas. And I really do want to know about your retreats because I would love to share them with my women. I would probably like to consider coming if I can make that happen, because I believe that always be learning is part of my lifestyle, and I always want to be learning something new. I've been on this journey for 10 years now, and I'm still uncovering things and I'm still working on things. And I think
We
that,
always are.
that
Somebody asked if I'm as healthy as I say I am. I said, health is a journey. I am always looking for puzzle pieces, and heaven forbid that I should ever stop learning. But the retreats are going to be based on Alice in Wonderland. So they're going to be a little bit zany because nothing is impossible unless you think it is. And so I have all kinds of Alice things here. I have the signs this way, that way already up outside. You are going to learn how to create your own reality, because you can have as many as 6 impossible thoughts before you even get to breakfast. So
wow.
everybody's going to get a Mad Hatter hat. Everybody's going to get a wild box filled with an Alice in Wonderland journal.
I love it.
It's going to end with a tea party, and we're just going to have a lot of fun throughout it. The first night is a mocktail party. I have named mocktails after all the Alice in Wonderland characters. And then we're going to play a movie about healthy habits and how that creates love. So from there, we'll go into the modules and the workshops on self-love. And I'm even going to have everybody marry themselves while they're here. I'm an ex-jeweler. Everybody's going to get a little sparkly band to put on their finger after they do vows for themselves. And they commit to how they're going to treat themselves to create the life they want to live.
Yeah.
I'm having
That is
the best
so good.
time planning this whole thing out. So it's
I want to be you. I want to be you when I grow up. Can I be you?
believe it or not, when I have a birthday, and I have one coming up, I always ask, do you want to be me? Or do you want to be on pain and pills and feeling miserable? I want everybody to be me. That's why I'm out there in the world every day. And I talk about all this stuff every day on my Facebook page, because I want people to consider all the different parts of health and how they can create the life of their dreams, or what I call heaven on earth.
Yes. Yes. We will put a pin in it right there. That's a perfect way to end. So Cheryl, I'll make sure that your links are all around this where people are watching. And I cannot wait to connect you with my community.
Thank you. I'm excited that you like the retreat idea.
Yeah, totally. All right. Have a great day.
Thank you.